All right, welcome back, everybody. Home sales in Connecticut are dropping, and one of the biggest reasons is the skyrocketing mortgage rates.
So here with us now is Kevin Rockoff. He's a broker and co-owner of Rockoff Realty, and he's joining us. A little market update. It's changing a lot quickly, I guess.
Well, rates just jumped up a half a point last month. They're now the highest they have been since 2001.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Touching 8%.
Oh my gosh. And that's for good credit.
And that's for good credit.
Yeah. What's it like for people with not good credit?
North of that, I couldn't tell you.
That's incredible.
It really is very. I mean, if you think that a year or two ago, my mortgage is 2.75.
Right.
I refied 2 years ago.
I know. Right.
I'm not moving.
Right.
I know. I have 3.25.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're not going to see those for a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible.
So that really changes the cost. I mean, and you, in your background, you summed it up that someone, I mean, that's like double. So if you were ready to pay a mortgage of, say, $2,000 a month, it just went to $4,000 a month for the same house, approximately.
The cost of money has nearly doubled.
Wow.
And taxes have gone up too.
Right.
So it's just
People can't afford it.
There's a whole buyer. It's not just local to Connecticut. It's not just condo, multifamily. It's across all asset classes. There's just a real big buyer affordability gap.
So what do we do?
That's why homes that's why they're down like 20. If you look at July from this year to last July, and this is our peak season, they're down 26%.
That's incredible.
That really
one thing you can do, you can't change mortgage rates, but if you're someone who wants to make sure that more money end up in your pocket, your realty program is different in that the seller only has to pay the 1%.
The 1% listing fee.
So they can maybe even lower their price a better to be more competitive if they want.
It leaves them more. Correct. It leaves them more money to do what they want with. But yeah, no, it's been a lot of value, and we're doing extremely well with it. We just sold our 385th home,
which is remarkable. And I love the fact that your last client saw us on Great Day, Connecticut, and saved $6,375 on the sale of a North Stonington home.
We love to save you money.
We love to save you money.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of calls from
Take us out to lunch.
Absolutely.
That's the house right there. It just sold for $425, it looks like, yeah.
Professional photography. We do floor plans. We do drone shots. I do the contracts. I do the lockbox, the sign, soup to nuts for only a 1% fee versus the 2.5% that you see out in the market.
Now, it's so ingrained in us, like, oh, you get what you pay for. What's the catch? What you're saying is that it's an old model. You don't have to pay for all the overhead because real estate has really moved online. So your business model is leaner for you. So you're still making money. It's just you don't have all these offices.
Correct. I'm paying my bills. I mean, the numbers work out. And, 98% of people find their homes online.
Right.
So they don't go to offices anymore.
Right. What's the first thing you do when you're looking for a home? Go Google it.
You Google. You go to Zillow. You go to Realtor.com. You go to Homes.com. That's all 98%. So you really don't need. And I sell all over. And again, I use the term I, but I have a team of 6 agents, full-time, dedicated.
Don't forget Kathy.
What's that?
Don't forget your.
She's one of them. She's my best agent.
She's exactly. All right, talk to us about buyer broker fees.
So one of the things I thought would be interesting is that because it comes up on every listing conversation, right? And it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. But let's say you and Dennis decide to sell your home, right? You call me, hopefully call me, and he's okay. I work for 1%. I do what I said previously, the contracts, all that stuff. Then I have to say, so how much do you want to pay the buyer broker?
I don't want to pay him anything.
That's what people say. Well, but there's been this thought, a conditioning over years that, well, you've got to pay 2.5% or 3%. That's just the way it is. The reality is you seller only have to offer $1 to the buyer broker and let the buyer broker take care of their own. Let the buyer figure out how much he or she wants to pay a buyer broker. So it's a very interesting conversation that I have with not just any listing agent's going to have that conversation. It's like, well, why am I paying for someone else's realtor to negotiate against me? So it doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense.
But then the other side would be that these realtors are working for free, and so until they sell the house. So like you're thinking you have to get them a good percentage, or they're not going to show the house. So I guess you decide that.
Well, I did. I just sold a home in Rocky Hill, and the seller said, you know what? I don't want to pay the buyer broker fee. I want to just offer $1. So did my job, which is, I did my photos and all that good stuff. I put it on, and in the listing notes, I put, this is not a short sale, because sometimes with $1. It's a bank. It's a short sale. They don't know how much money is going to be left over afterwards. Said this is not a short sale. If your buyer would like to add buyer broker commissions, please do so and add that specify and add that to the contract. I got plenty of offers, and each one had their own different buyer broker fee built into the back end. And I thought it was interesting because I got 5 offers on this particular property.
Okay.
3 of them had a 2.5% baked in. 2 of them had 2% baked in. So agents were competing on value and price, which I thought for consumers is a wonderful thing.
Interesting. All right, so you can do it. You don't have to do it the old way. Get in touch with Kevin and his team. Visit rockoffrealty.com. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Nice to
that
see
was
you.
very interesting.